guys, it's your boy Infamous, aka MC, but welcome back. Okay, since it's Black History Month, I thought it would be a good idea to review Black Panther and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I've been wanting to do a review on the Black Panther movie and the sequel, and since it's Black History Month, I thought it would be a good idea. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the first movie or the second one. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. The first movie starts with a narration of the king, T'Chaka, and T'Challa years ago when he was a kid. T'Challa asked him to tell the story of Wakanda. He said millions of years ago, a meteor hit the continent of Africa. When mankind started to appear, 5 tribes claimed it and called it Wakanda. The tribes were fighting over it for years until the warrior shaman got like a vision from their god, and it led to the arch-shaped herb, which granted the shaman like enhanced physical abilities such as speed, strength, and senses. The other 4 tribes agreed to like live under the king's rule, but the Jabari tribe said nah, and they live up in the mountains, and as a result, Wakanda has become a great technological nation in the world. The rest of the world was in chaos, and they had to keep vibranium safe. They've been hiding hiding this for years, and they still do now. It was 1992 in Oakland. A bunch of kids were playing basketball, and there was like a kid with a blue and white hoodie on. He's going to be important later. The Baju, he's the prince of Wakanda. T'Chaka, his brother, and pretty much his homeboy Zuri. Zuri was a spy for the Wakandans. They were watching the news, and they were playing some sort of attack with guns on the table. Zuri felt like the cops were coming, and they hid like the guns when they heard like knock on the door. The Baju knows that it was the Dora Milaje, and so he let them in. T'Chaka showed up. He told them that a mercenary Ulysses Claw blew up the border and took a lot of vibranium. T'Chaka knows they had a guy from the inside, and that would be his brother. The brother knew that. Yeah, not the brother. T'Chaka already knows everything. T'Chaka asked him like, why did he betray Wakanda? His brother was radicalized. He told him that he saw the horrors of what happened to people of African descent. He was telling them that they should give them weapons and take over. T'Chaka killed him to save Zuri, and they kept this secret with them to their graves, pretty much. Okay, fast forward to present day. This took place after events after Captain America Civil War. Okoye is the General Dora Milaje, and they were on a mission to find Nakia, his ex. She was like in disguise because she was like in a group of women who were like captured by traffickers and plan to sell them. Okoye told them not to like freeze when they see her. He dropped down on them and like used some EMP bombs and took them out. He froze after seeing her, and this traitor took a girl and planned to blow her head off. Then Okoye took him out. T'Challa already told her like what's happened with her pops. They went back to Wakanda. He had to do some sort of ceremony to become king. There was a cool fight challenge. Then we meet the queen, his mama. The queen is his mama, and his sister Shuri, and she made those EMP bombs that he was using. Somewhere in the UK, a guy named Eric was looking at the African exhibit, and a lady who was an expert came up to him. He asked like questions about the artifacts and where they came from. Eric saw a weapon and told her that it was from Wakanda, and he said that, he'd take it off his hands, and he pointed out how the museums got them unethically. There was some speed things though. The lady was poisoned, Eric was working with Claw, and they were planning to sell it in North Korea. Eric took a mask from the museum. The ceremony was going on, people were dancing. T'Challa had like to do some ritual combat thing to become king. M'Baku and the Jabari, he came down. M'Baku was the leader, he challenged him, and he got his ass whooped. After he visited, his pops in the afterlife, and he caught up with Nakia, and he was simping a little bit, and he was catching up with Kabi, the leader of the border tribe, and Okoye's husband. The Wakandans know where Claw is gonna go, and they were like gonna go get him. T'Challa, Nakia, and Okoye, they were gonna like go there and go get him. Shuri hooked him up with some like new gadgets and some like new suit. They went into like some underground North Korean, some sort of Korean casino. They ran into a CIA agent, Ross, and they went into like try to get Claw. Claw shows up and things got like south very quick. Cool chase scene. they got Claw, and they were interrogating him. Claw was talking about like how the Wakandans got like a lot of vibranium. Eric came and got him. T'Challa noticed that Eric had like his grandpa's ring around his neck. Eric kills Claw, and T'Challa knows the truth about Eric. T'Challa and them had to fight for the throne. T'Challa lost and died. Shuri, Nakia, the Queen, and Ross got out of there, but before they got out of there, they took like the heart-shaped herb. They went to M'Baku, and he showed them like T'Challa. He didn't die, he was in a coma. They gave him the herb, he talked to his ancestors, telling them that they were wrong. Eric was planning to like finish like what his pop started, and he got the Black Panther powers. Epic final battle, winner T'Challa. Eric rather die than be in jail. Nakia and T'Challa are together again, and in the end, T'Challa opens the world to the real Wakanda. And the movie was over. Okay, in the second movie, T'Challa was dying of an unknown illness. Shuri was trying to like cure the illness by recreating the heart-shaped herb, and her mama told him that T'Challa is dead. We get like a great funeral scene. It was pretty sad. The Dora Milaje was like carrying his casket, and they sent it into space. A year later, Ramonda is at the Switzerland United Nations building. The rest of the world was disappointed at Wakanda for not sharing like vibranium with the rest of the world. She told them that it was their policy to never trade vibranium under any circumstances. Then there was like an attack on like a Wakandan, outreach center. The Dora Milaje handled it. She warned the United Nations that they try to take vibranium from them again, it means war. The world was trying to like find vibranium outside Wakanda. Somewhere in the ocean, the Americans have a vibranium detector. They sent divers down there with it, and they found vibranium. The divers went missing, and the next thing you know, some of the crew are like in a trance and lured in the water and started falling in there. They were attacked. 2 of the survivors made it to the helicopter, but they were taken out by Namor. Okoye and Ramonda made it back. She went to Shuri's lab. Shuri is still like trying to recreate the heart-shaped herb. Ramonda reminds her that it's the anniversary of T'Challa's passing. Ramonda told Shuri that there was this place that she wanted to show her, and she confiscated her communicator bead. Shuri was brought to like the little lake, and she told him that told her the ritual that she used to like get over the grief, and it had to do something with burning some funeral clothes. Shuri wasn't like liking it a little bit. She said if she was telling her if she think about her brother too much, the world will burn. Then Namor showed up. Namor told them about like how the Americans got a vibranium detector, and he needs Wakanda's help to like find a scientist. He gave them like a little shell to like contact them, and when they turn around, Namor kind of like left the vibranium detector. Ramonda told the council what happened, and they need to find a scientist before Namor does. M'Baku came in and swore the Border Tribe. He suggested to kill him because if he gives them the scientist, what's gonna stop them from like coming back here? Ramonda is in Shuri's lab. Shuri was impressed by who made the detector. Okoye and Shuri went into Virginia to find Ross. Ross was left and telling them, but he told them that there was they think that the Wakandans killed those people in the middle of the ocean, and honestly they didn't know, and they found out that the detector was made by a student at a university. We're introduced to Riri Williams, a super genius. Okay, Shuri and Okoye was there. They were watching her from a distance. Okoye said that she got 5 minutes to go get her. Shuri went inside the building. Riri was in her room and telling her what was going on. Okoye showed up and Riri was scared of her. They went to like a warehouse, and Shuri was impressed by her genius intellect and the stuff that was in the warehouse. The feds showed up. Shuri used a drone to control like the feds' car. Riri burns like her notes and everything. We found out that she made her DIY Iron Man suit. Okoye told Shuri to get in the car. Shuri think that it should split up. Shuri took control of the car, and she was like riding a dirt bike. We get like a cool like epic car chase scene. A drone was flying on top of Shuri, following her. They were like trying to head to like a highway bridge. Riri took care of that drone. Then they got attacked by the Tola Khan. the people that were responsible for the attack on that vibranium detector, Shuri and Riri were knocked unconscious. Okoye had a dope fight scene. Okoye lost and was knocked into the sea. Shuri woke up and told them to take them to Namor, and they took her and Riri. Trying to speed things up, Okoye got fired. Ross found Shuri's communicator beads. We found out that he was married to Val. You might want to watch Black Widow if you want to know. Ramunda and Ross had a little chat for a minute, and like Ramunda told him to like keep an eye out for anything. She visited Nakia. She's in Haiti, and she's the headmistress of a school that she teaches there. And she asked like Nakia to like go on a mission to find Shuri. Nakia went to Mexico, some sort of Mexican village, to like find answers on Namor, and she knows the beat from what the lady told her though. Riri woke up and Shuri like told her to calm down. A lady like came to Shuri with the dress, and she had like a little meeting with Namor, and we finally got like Namor's origin story. Finally, they saved the M word in the MCU. Namor had been alive for 4.5 centuries. He witnessed like the heinous acts of slavery by the Spanish conquistadors, and he burned down their plantation like Django. Shuri like had like a little tour of Telecon. It was dope. Namor and Shuri had like a serious talk. Namor wanted to know if the Wakandans are an enemy or a friend. Ramunda like lured out Namor to distract him, while Nakia like went and go get Shuri and Riri. Nakia got them. Someone got killed. Shuri tried to like save like one of them, but they didn't. And they made it out. And Namor found out, and he was pissed. Namor attacked the Wakandans. Ramunda is dead. Ross get busted by Val. Riri wanna help, and then there was like a little montage, and as the Wakandans prepared for war, Shuri like finally like made the heart-shaped herb. She went into the ancestral plane, had a little talk with Killmonger. Epic final battle. Namor and Shuri went to Haiti and did that ritual Ramunda showed her, and the movie was over. Bro, I remember I've been waiting to like do a review on the first Black Panther movie for a good minute. I just didn't have a lot of time, and well, pretty much life was getting in the way of everything. Okay, my first opinion on the first Black Panther movie, it was wicked insane. I gotta admit, the directing was good, the visual effects were spectacular, the writing was good. Okay, Killmonger, ever since I watched the first Black Panther movie, Killmonger was my favorite bad guy, like in the MCU. Like, no cap, Michael B. Jordan, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you, man. Your acting, impressive, incredible. And I gotta admit, I did like that Killmonger hairstyle. That was pretty awesome, though. That's the only, like, well, that's one of the good things I like about Killmonger. The hairstyle, the outfit. And that's pretty much it, though. That's, well, and only that, I guess the character depth, too. Okay. Of all the stupid mistakes that you could ever do in a Marvel movie, T'Chaka killing the dad and not taking the boy with him, that was the most stupidest thing since Iron Man, wait, let's see. Yeah, the third Iron Man movie. Tony, you should have kept your mouth shut. Like, seriously, man? You told the bad guys where you're at? Really? No, everybody's coming for your behind. Alright, Jesus. But I'm glad that T'Challa told, like, his ancestors that you were wrong for that. Like, you could have took him home, and he wouldn't be the monster that he is. Honestly, though, I mean, I can see, like, some real-life parallels a little bit. Like, I can see that T'Challa and the Wakandas represents, like, well, that there are some people in Africa that really do not like African Americans or anyone of African descent outside of, okay, I don't know, West African descendants, I think. And Killmonger kind of represents, you know, well, us, black people in the United States. Like, okay, I gotta admit though, I mean, there is some striking parallels between like MLK and Malcolm X. It kind of, well, it was so obvious. Like, T'Challa was peaceful, Killmonger was a warring psychopath. But I can see like why Killmonger like wanna like take over the world, rule everything. Shoot, if I go through the things he gone through, I would have done the same thing too. And I can't blame. I'm surprised that like the Team T'Chaka is not even like surprised that, well, not, he wasn't really surprised though. He wasn't getting a surprise vibe. But I can't blame the brother for being radicalized. I mean, keep in mind, like, what was it? In 1992, there was an incident in, I think California, the Rodney King incident, and that led to a bunch of riots, a bunch of crazy stuff happening at the time. But I can really see like why he's so like fed up and want to like take over the world. I'm not gonna lie, I was siding with Killmonger for a little bit. Like, I don't know why, I don't know, like Killmonger is just a compelling villain. Okay, Angela Bassett. I remember watching Meet the Browns and When to Excel. Okay, I should really do a review on that maybe one day in the future if I do got time. Anywho, Angela Bassett's performance as the Queen, the Mama, well done, well done. I almost forgot about Angela Bassett for a minute though. I really forgot about who she was for a minute. Okay, the actress that played Shuri, not bad. She really did a good job though. Honestly. And I like how they like depict Shuri though as the black female genius, which they should really do. Like they should do more of that. Like have like black women be more depicted as super geniuses, and that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I liked about Shuri, and the fact that she was like had like some quoting some memes from what was it? I think 2015 when they were doing Mortals. I think it was like 2015 when they started doing that. I don't know when that trend started, but that was like one of the good things I liked. And I like how they keep making the jokes. Oh, and also I like how they reference the Pan-African flag using like the characters' outfits in the casino fight. I did like the casino fight. It was pretty awesome though. It kind of like I'm just saying like the cinematography was pretty good though. But overall, it was a good one. Killmonger was right on a few things. He was right about a few things. Okay, I remember watching like the Black Panther movie, the first one, like when I was in theaters though. Yeah, okay. Watching in theaters, I wish I saw it in 3D. My homeboy Big Sam did watch it in 3D. I was jealous. Point is, ever since that movie came out, the whole internet, it broke the box office. It really did. And YouTube, like it was everywhere. Everything was Black Panther. All over the internet, all over the radio. It was becoming like some sort of, a new phenomenon now. I mean, let's be honest, Black Panther is a phenomenon now. I mean, with the second one recently came out, like, let's see, two and a half months ago. Want to give like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby their props because after all, they created the Black Panther character in the first place. And fun fact, this is a fun fact about Black Panther you probably didn't know. He was originally the enemy of the Fantastic Four. And speaking of the Fantastic Four, they're coming up with a Fantastic Four movie I think in the next 2 or 3 years. I don't know, until Phase 5 is over. But I just can't wait though to see the Fantastic Four. I wonder how they were gonna do that. Okay, it kind of reminds me of a friend that passed away years ago. That scene when Shuri was like trying to find a cure for the heart-shaped herb, and she failed. It reminded me of a friend that died years ago. And okay, sorry, getting out of focus with that though. Okay, that was a good way to honor Chadwick Boseman because I've been wondering like how are they gonna like continue the second Black Panther movie since Chadwick Boseman passed away though. I just wondered that, and I heard rumors at the time, like before like the second Black Panther movie came out, that Michael B. Jordan was like planning to like was planning to stand in for Black Panther for T'Challa. Honestly, I was like against that. I was like, no, do not let nobody play Black Panther. That was Chadwick Boseman's thing, man. Just leave it, just don't do nothing. But I like how they honored him though. With the opening credits, that was pretty good though. I just really wish we had more Black Panther in like the MCU like before the second movie. I wish we like seen him more in like other shows and other, well technically they didn't have Disney Plus shows back then. But I'm just saying, it would be nice if they had like more Black Panther scenes and all that to like give us more of a tribute, but I'm afraid Chadwick Boseman did not have time to do any of that because, okay, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace, bless his heart, rest in peace. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Okay, I like how they finally said the M word, mutants. Bro, we're gonna get the X-Men, man. I'm dying to see the next X-Men movie, or how the MCU are gonna do like depict the next X-Men movie. And the post-credit scene, that was pretty good though. I like what they did with Ironheart. I never really heard of Ironheart. Like, what was it in the second movie? I never really heard about like Ironheart before. I think I've seen her before somewhere in some issue. I forgot. Honestly, I mean it's been a good minute since I last read me a comic book though. But like I said though, the fight scene is pretty awesome though. The chase scene, and I like how they referenced the Popo. I guess that was a good little Medea reference though. And I like how Ramona kind of referenced the Terminator. I mean, she was making a little joke that AI will take over the world one day. That was a good Terminator joke. Okay, from what I remember, Namor's story is a little different from the movie. Unlike, he was just, well, technically, yes, Namor is a mutant, technically, but the way they frame his origin story, where, his mom and his dad, well, his dad was human and his mom was Atlantean or somewhat, and that's how he became a mutant, because of that mixed DNA. But instead of like, I don't know, like her being pregnant with him when she took that, I don't know, what was it? Like the, I think it's like the heart-shaped earth element thing. That was a good way to depict that though. And fun fact about Namor became like the first like fish-based superhero. Like what I mean by fish-based, I mean like their powers have to do with them breathing on the underwater, and pretty much, well, technically you can say that Namor is pretty much like what was it? Pretty much a Marvel version of Aquaman. I mean, I don't know why they changed. Okay, I guess they're just doing it for diversity points. I don't know why they changed Namor's race, I guess they're just doing it for diversity. Okay, I'm not sure they're doing that for diversity points. But I did like the movie though. Again, I did like how they depict Namor. I gotta admit, that was pretty cool. And honestly though, now that Namor's got a question, who's told Namor that he was a mutant? Either A, he probably met the Professor X. I mean, think about it. Namor is like, what was it, pretty much 4.5 centuries old. That means he probably ran into Professor X at some point. And only that, he could have ran into the Eternals, the Mandarin maybe. Well, I'm not sure about the Mandarin. I'm not sure about that. Okay, I might need to do a review on Shang-Chi if I got time. But, I mean, there's a possibility that he could have, like, known that he was a mutant from Professor X, or, I don't know. Okay, I'm just really excited for the MCU to bring on the X-Men, finally. Like, after all these years and all the hints, finally. Okay, time to make the movie. Well, both of the movies, by the way. Alright, let's see. Okay, normally I go into the factors, but I already did my calculations, so I might as well just say the result. Alright, on a 1 to 10 scale, I might as well give the first Black Panther movie a 10 out of 10. It was perfect. It was perfect, man. It was really perfect. Okay, second movie. Okay, let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, okay, you guys already know I already did the factors. I'm not gonna do the, alright. Time to get down to business. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate the second movie, I would give it at least a 7.5, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I noticed that there was an agenda being pushed in the second movie, but I don't wanna go there, Alright guys, fun's over, party's over. I had a good time like rewatching like the first movie and the second movie. I had a really good time watching that and giving my personal opinions on the first and second movie. Again, I've been waiting to do a review on that for a good minute now. Alright. Wakanda forever! M3 Bullet out.